Hi, Taehyung Lovers. Welcome back to the fastest, loudest, and most honest Taehyung Lovers channel for all Kim Taehyung fans around the world. Because what you're about to see today is not a regular video, not cheap rumors, and not the manipulative edits often used by copycat channels out there. Today, we're opening one of the most important moments of December 2025, the moment that shocked international media, stunned global brands, and made ARMY from 200 countries scream, panic, and lose sleep. And don't get it twisted. This isn't just about news, not just about brands, but about how Kim Taehyung once again proved that he is the gold standard of the K-pop, fashion, and beauty world. Before we dive into the core that will make your emotions explode, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Because for today's news, if you're late even by 1 second, you'll regret it. Are you ready? Because what Taehyung did in December 2025 literally changed the game. In this video, we will discuss how Taehyung was officially appointed as the first global ambassador of Turder, and why this decision made other beauty brands tremble knowing they missed the biggest jackpot. The emotional meaning behind Kim Taehyung's statement, "I began this journey with joy," which secretly carries a message about his mental journey as a global artist, and why ARMY should be proud of him. Thousands of ARMY lining up at the Taehyung X Young pop-up store in Japan, until Tokyo was jammed, proof of Taehyung's unmatched economic power. Behind the scenes of the Turder photo shoot, including how Taehyung crafted the concept with director Yoo Kwang-going and photographer Kim Hee-jun, proving that he's not just a face, but the creative mind behind his majestic visuals. Analysis of the iconic photos, from lighting, styling, to the aura that made global netizens lose their minds. The latest December 2025 data, revealing how Taehyung's name dominates search engines, brand sales, and global trending charts in minutes. So make sure you watch until the end, because at the end we'll reveal facts even major media outlets still don't dare to publish. 3 seconds that changed the world. When December 2025 shook from one name and every camera turned toward him. Stop scrolling, because what you're about to read is not just news. This is an explosion, a revolution, and a hard slap to anyone who still doubts the power of the man who has redefined global standards in entertainment, fashion, beauty, and even fandom psychology. The name? You already know. But before we go deeper, let's start with a question that made the world stop. Why is everyone suddenly angry, amazed, and unable to breathe? December 2025. The K-pop world is heating up. Global brands are fighting for a face. International media are battling to secure the fastest headline. And in the middle of this escalating chaos, one person steps forward. One step, one look, one simple sentence from an interview that went viral in minutes. Media question: how do you feel after being appointed as Turder's first global ambassador? His answer? Kim Taehyung. I began this journey with joy and enthusiasm because for me, Turder has always been a brand that gives me the confidence to be myself. Simple, soft, but it broke the internet in 10 minutes. Why? Because people felt the honesty. Because the aura wasn't just visual. Because he wasn't simply promoting a brand. He carried soul, confidence, and class no one else can imitate. And that's when everything exploded. The silhouette that made the world go silent. A figure stands in a deep red room. Dramatic, cinematic, luxurious. A firm pose. A spotlight highlighting the angle of his face. A long shadow behind him creating a mysterious, dominant, expensive vibe. There's an aura you cannot describe. The aura of someone fully at peace with himself. Someone who knows he is the gravitational center of the room. Every detail, leather jacket, dark pants, calm gestures, focused gaze, whispers a message. I'm not trying to look great. I am great. And the world agreed. The gaze that stopped the Korean beauty industry. Glowing skin with warm light, slightly wet hair, a striking yet elegant red jacket. In the middle of the photo, the text reads, "What is Turder's greatest charm to you?" His gaze doesn't just look at the camera, it looks at us. It locks us in, turning viewers into admirers. The photo triggered over 4 million shares in 24 hours. Why? Because the visual isn't ordinary handsome. It's iconic, imaginative, and psychologically stirring. A level only a handful of humans have. As soon as the interview and photos were released, the internet burned. Not because of scandal, not because of cheap controversy, but because thousands of ARMY in Tokyo couldn't even get inside despite arriving early for the Taehyung X Young pop-up at Cosme Tokyo. Yes, thousands were lined up outside. Right side full, left side full, back full. Even the street across got jammed. This is insane. Why are there so many people? Is Tokyo hosting a festival today? No, this is the Taehyung effect. Just like in LA, when global brands sold out in 8 minutes because he mentioned them. This isn't normal fandom. This is a global movement, an economic force, an undeniable market power. The interview that made journalists jealous. Reporter, was there a particularly memorable moment during a photo shoot? His answer revealed his class. Kim Taehyung. In preparing this photo shoot, I had the opportunity to share various ideas and communicate extensively with director Yu Kwang-going and photographer Kim Hee-jun. From the overall concept of makeup, styling, and hair, we put a lot into it. Simple? At first glance, yes. But if you understand fashion and photography, this means he choreographed his own movements, not a brand puppet. He acted as a co-creator, not just a model. He contributed to every tiny detail. The brand trusted him fully, a rarity. A model usually just follows directions. But him? He brought the concept to life. December 2025, Turder hits the jackpot. Beauty brands have never been this ambitious. They didn't just choose a famous face. They chose someone who breaks sales records, shifts Asia's skincare trends, brings global traffic with a single photo, is featured by Vogue, GQ, Harper's Bazaar, Elle, all at once, is adored by fans from over 200 countries. It's like choosing a Rolls-Royce as a family car. Overqualified? Absolutely. But also the best decision they ever made. Why do viewers get angry? Because this article will make them say, why is he this perfect? Why can't other brands choose ambassadors this intelligently? Why is everyone talking about him even though he just stood there and said a few words? The answer is simple. Because he isn't just an artist. He's a psychological phenomenon. There's a scientific reason why his photos trigger dopamine. A social reason why his gaze creates virality. An emotional reason why fans line up for hours. And that reason is the Taehyung effect. A phenomenon studied by global media, communication academics, and market analysts. There's a fact the media still doesn't dare to reveal. Why are international media fighting for interviews with him? Why are luxury brands aggressive entering 2026? Why does any event he appears in instantly become worldwide trending #1? Because there is data many people don't know. He broke the record for fastest skincare ambassador to increase sales in Korea. His search index jumps 800% every time a campaign is released. He influences male buyer demographics, a rarity in skincare. He increased Turder's beauty trust score in just 4 days, something that normally takes 3 to 6 months. This isn't a typical artist achievement. This is a statistic of a global icon. Let's be honest. There are artists who lift brands, but only a few artists elevate a brand's class. As its first global ambassador, Turder didn't just get a face. They got a narrative, emotion, and artistic identity. And it shows in the photo shoot. Strong red palette, dramatic low-key lighting, styling mixing masculinity and sensuality, a modern film noir atmosphere. This concept is pure Taehyung. Elegant, mysterious, artistic, beautifully dangerous. In the end, it's not the brand that makes him shine. He makes the brand shine. It's not the photo shoot that makes him look extraordinary. He makes the photo shoot look expensive. And it's not the world choosing him. He's the one who takes the world and turns it into a stage. Kim Taehyung, not just an idol, not just a global ambassador, not just an icon. He is the new standard. If you've read this far, you're probably feeling proud, angry, emotional, shocked, or even more in love. And that's normal, because only a few people in this world can make us feel so many emotions from a single new video and short interview. Yet the entire world goes viral instantly. And that's at Taehyung Lovers. The extraordinary story behind the title of TIRTIR's first global ambassador. The majestic photo shoot crafted directly by Kim Taehyung. And the sea of army flooding Tokyo like an international festival for one name, Kim Taehyung. But listen carefully, this is just the beginning. December 2025 still hides many surprises. There's a huge project moving quietly, a collaboration half-leaked, and one secret fact about Taehyung that the media still doesn't dare to publish. And trust us, the next content on Taehyung Lovers will shock you, make you even prouder, and make you fall even deeper for Kim Taehyung. So if you enjoyed today's news, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, because you don't want to miss the next phenomenal moment of Taehyung. Here, only on Taehyung Lovers. We don't just watch the news, we become part of history. See you in the next content, and get ready, because what's coming next is far crazier than anything you can imagine.